Traders, hi, welcome back. I've got the pound US dollar 4-hour chart again, so I'm just finishing this off. Andre, I appreciate the feedback as well, and I agree. Look, I ran it on the Monte Carlo simulator as well, and as you pointed out, the risk of ruin is quite high. And for me, really, if I had a $10,000 account, I would, even 12%, 10%, I'd be really going, okay, I've got to sort of address things. And 12%, if it continued to 12, I would sort of, stop what I'm doing trading wise and then refer back to back testing. So the average rating is 0.96, which is not good. The problem is as well, it is that I don't have a lot of runners, so I risk the 2% in total, and what happens is it will sort of get halfway. It'll be like a 0.5 most of the time, I'm finding. So, but what I sort of was doing, we'll try and go to the weekly and I'll see a few of my trades. You see what I mean? And I sort of fake out. I think I made money there, I'm not sure, but really, as you can see, there's not a lot of runners at all. So it's just, I think my max loss trade was 110, which is fine, but the max profit trade was 274. But the average, there we go, average profit is 102. So I think what I need to review is a little bit is just how I'm reading the market, with my entries, when I'm getting into aggressively. So I'm definitely going to have to revise that a little bit and go from there. But I think during a few of these sessions, I was more focused on the demo account as well, and that's sort of what I'm doing currently. I might have changed as well my approach using the bands too. So this was an ugly little trial here with the pound, but I'm going to open up one with the euro. I will go to 120 here, and I'll do that, but I'll do that later on. I won't. I don't need to put it. Well, I could put a video up, but I probably won't, because it's not. I guess this is the beauty of backtesting, really. That's what it allows you to develop. But a shortcoming of mine is definitely, either getting in too late and sort of letting things go too long, trend development wise. And another thing is I get in too early because I'm like, oh, I missed that one before because I waited too long. And so that's definitely one of my weak areas. And I guess with the demo, it's good because it allows you to review things a little bit longer, for the like I could bring up my current trade on the Aussie. I've actually new laptop is coming soon. This is 4 years old and just struggling a bit. And I think I'm getting fiber optics soon as well, so I won't be at 0.8 megs a second upload speed. Look at it. You can do it. You can do it. Hopefully this, I was running it just before, so I took this on the daily. So it was in a little bit of profit, but now this is what it's sort of doing. So nope. I just want to zoom in. So it's right now, which is quite interesting. What was the high? It got to 79.88. Wow. So I got in at 79.48. That will be revised, that take profit, because that's not, obviously down here is a lot longer than it is to the take profit. But that's my current trade and how's it looking on the 4-hourly. So yeah, I think that's a good balance there. Obviously this is a little concerning here, but we'll see. I guess it's the Asian session still, so Europe and New York have to come into play as well. But yeah, so we'll close that down. But definitely worth talking about was the poor performance here on the pound US dollar. I might have been thinking about it too much as well, because I've run it. Well, it's mainly been the double Bollinger Band that I've run quite a few tests through. So if we go to, yep, you can see there's some Tim Sykes shit here. Doing a bit of penny stocking as well. James Kensington does a little bit of that as well with the naked trading framework as well. He hasn't really told me how he does it exactly, so I'm just learning from Tim. But okay, and here it is. Alright, so I've done. The euro here is with Sol's method, and that's slightly different. That's got a 55-day moving average and a 200-day moving average, and the 55 has to be above the 200 for a buy and then below for a sell. And then the stop loss is sort of, if Solar watches this, I'm not sure whether or not, you do employ a bit of discretion with the stop loss. If it's too far away with if it's just this ridiculously large gap between the entry to the stop loss, you might use the midline instead. But yeah, so I've done quite well in some pairs. I mean, if I can do 2% or so, a month seems to be quite good for me. But then it sort of peters out, you know what I mean? There'll be slow periods. So if it's like 12% a year that's really my current aim. 15 would be really great. A percent a month, I think, is my current goal, really. Alright. We'll go to New Zealand, actually. This one was a little more, there was discretion employed in regards to, really letting the runners go as well. Like, I wouldn't close them out, and because here I was sort of doing that a little bit. This is going to be a short video. Vimeo suspended the account, so I can't upload there unless I pay $25 a month, Andre. So that's why this is on YouTube. Although I'm sure people, general public can be like, well, what are they talking about, Even if I, told them everything, they would still not. So this went quite well with the equity curve. This was quite good. I don't know, I was more in a carefree sort of. There was obviously a bit of an ugly patch here, and then a bit of just really, yeah. This was the double Bollinger Bands though, so I was really, yeah. I'll close that now. But so I'll finish this off. I'll start the euro, and what I'll do at an entry is I won't rush it. Like with this, I was more like, oh, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. I'm just sort of rushing in. I'm not thinking about everything, and it was, yeah, not a great test, as you pointed out. So this sort of style, this variant here with the version 3 that I've got with my trial, it's just didn't work. But anyway, if you've got any more specific questions, Andre, send me another message, and I appreciate that as well. Anyone else who wants to sort of get the ins and outs of the system here and what it's doing, my demo trading is going pretty well. I think I've had, yeah, from October to now, it's back to break even. But I had quite a few losing trades in a row. Now I've turned around and had quite a few winners in a row. But this Aussie dollar, I was sort of a little reluctant to get into because it's, yeah, what really got me was the long short position ratio. It was about 77% retail traders were short. So that's really what, and also the price action. But we'll see how it pans out. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll upload this straight away, and have a nice day. Enjoy your trading. Bye.